We're diving into one of the most talked about coins online right now, the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, and why some say it could be worth up to $1.3 million. Is it true? What should you be looking for? Whether you're in your 30s or enjoying retirement, this is information you don't want to miss, especially if you're hoping to turn those old coins into real money. Let's get started. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, but 1983 was a very special year for coin collectors. In 1983, no mint sets were made. That means collectors couldn't get pristine coins directly from the US Mint. Most 1983 quarters entered circulation and were used heavily, so finding one in great condition is already rare and potentially valuable. The P Mint mark on the coin means it was minted in Philadelphia. So we're talking specifically about Philadelphia minted 1983 quarters. You might have seen the headlines or TikToks claiming this coin is worth up to $1.3 million. But is that really true? As of today, there is no confirmed public sale of a 1983 P quarter for $1.30 million. That said, rare error coins from this year have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands at auctions. So what's going on? That $1.3 million figure comes from speculative or exaggerated claims, possibly based on unique, high-grade errors that are essentially one of a kind. Now, here's where you come in. Your 1983 P quarter might not be worth $1 million, but it could still be worth hundreds or thousands, depending on a few key features. Mint condition, sharp details, no scratches. These are called uncirculated or MS-grade coins, MS67, mint state 67. Coins have sold for $500 to over $2,000. Check for doubling on the word liberty, or in God we trust. Use a magnifying glass to spot it. The image isn't perfectly aligned. Value can reach $1,000 plus depending on the percentage off. Part of the coin looks like it was bitten off. $2.50, $1,000. Rare error where the quarter is struck on a foreign coin. Point one of these has sold for over $10,000. If your coin is worn or scratched, it's probably worth face value, 25 cents. So you found something interesting. What now? Get it appraised. Find a local coin dealer or send photos to an online coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get it graded. Professional grading gives your coin a certified condition, which boosts its market value. Sell smart. eBay, with proper listing details. Heritage auctions, great collections. Never clean your coin. Cleaning it can reduce its value dramatically. So what's the real market value of a 1983 P quarter? 25 cents? Face value. Around $100, $250. Can sell for $2,000 to $5,000. Anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000 plus, depending on the rarity. No million-dollar sales yet. But for a coin that most people ignore, that's still pretty amazing. So, is your 1983 P quarter worth a fortune? It depends, but it's definitely worth checking your stash. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and drop a comment below if you think you might have a valuable coin. And remember, sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin can be worth a small fortune. We're diving into a mind-blowing story. A 1988 D Washington quarter. That's right, the regular OL quarter. Reportedly sold for $1.8 million. Yes, $1.8 million. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and thinking about selling old coins, you'll want to watch this video all the way through, because I'll explain why this quarter is so valuable, how to tell if you have one, and how to cash in the right way. Let's start with the basics. The 1988 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, as shown by the little D right under the eagle on the back. Over 596 million of these were made, so it's not rare, unless something special happened during minting. Most of these are only worth 25 cents, but a tiny number of them, maybe only one or two, have an ultra-rare error or misprint that makes collectors go wild. So what could make a simple quarter worth $1.8 million? Let's break it down. Experts believe that coin had multiple rare features like double die obverse. That means doubling on the front side text, or design misaligned or off-center strike. Minting die clash, possibly struck on the wrong planchet. A blank meant for another coin. These kinds of mint errors are extremely rare and usually get caught. But every once in a while, one slips through. And when collectors spot that, the bidding war begins. Now you might be wondering, How do I know if my 1988 D quarter is worth millions? White heavy check mark, clear D mint mark under the eagle, white heavy check mark doubling on In God We Trust, or Liberty, white heavy check mark, strange thickness, off-center design, or misshaped features, white heavy check mark, wrong color or weight. If it's struck on the wrong metal, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and inspect closely. Even small details can mean big bucks. Let's say you find a suspiciously odd 1988 D quarter. Don't just rush off to your local pawn shop. Get it authenticated. Use services like PCGS or NGC to grade your coin professionally. Avoid Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. You won't get top dollar. Reach out to a coin dealer or auction house, especially those that deal with rare or error coins. Check completed eBay listings for recent sale prices of similar errors. The rarest coins are almost always sold through specialized auctions, sometimes online, sometimes in person. Now, here's the good news. Even if you don't have the $1.8 million unicorn, some 1988 D quarters with minor errors can still sell for $50, $200, or even $1,000. That's not bad for something you found in a change jar. Check your old coins, especially if they've been stored away since the 1980s or 90s. The older the roll, the better the odds. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin tips, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. Do you have any 1988 D quarters? Have you found any rare coins lately? And if you want me to review your coin photos, drop them in the comments or email me. Info is in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1990 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. A seemingly ordinary coin that could actually be worth over $1.1 million today. Yes, you heard that right. If you're aged 30 to 70, and you have some old coins sitting around, you don't want to miss this, because this could change your life. Let's start with some basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, but the 1990 D Mint Mark quarter is unique for several reasons. Minted in Denver, this coin typically isn't rare. Millions were produced. But what makes the 1990 D quarter special is a rare error variant or an exceptionally rare proof coin that collectors crave. Now, here's the exciting part. While a regular 1990 D quarter is worth its face value of 25 cents, some versions can sell for over $1.1 million. How is that possible? Let's find out. Coin values depend heavily on a few factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. For the 1990 D Washington quarter, its skyrocketing value is due to minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual die cracks. Proof and high-grade coins, especially those graded MS70 or PR70, which means they're in perfect condition. Low mintage variations or limited release versions. Collectors prize these error coins and perfect condition proofs because they're rare and hard to find. Even a tiny difference in condition can mean thousands or even millions of dollars in value. The D stands for Denver, so check if the D is clear or shows any doubling or distortion. Look closely for double dies, which show doubled images or letters on the coin surface. Also, watch for any off-center strikes or missing parts. Coins that have never been circulated, showing no wear, scratches, or blemishes, are highly prized. The best way to know your coin's value is by having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. The grading certifies its authenticity and condition, greatly impacting the price. If your coin checks these boxes, it could be worth way more than the change in your pocket. Recently, rare 1990 D Mint Mark quarters with specific errors and perfect grading have sold for as much as $1.1 million. Yes, that's not a typo, over $1 million for a single quarter. These sales happen mostly through auctions or private collectors, and the buyers are usually serious coin enthusiasts or investors who know the coin's potential. The market for collectible coins has been growing steadily, with rare coins becoming a hot commodity, especially for people over 30 who remember these coins from their youth. Don't rush to sell. First, have your coin authenticated and graded by a professional. Get multiple opinions. Consult coin dealers, collectors, and online appraisal services. Consider auction houses. Many million-dollar sales happen via auctions, where collectors compete for rare coins. Stay informed. Coin markets fluctuate, so keep an eye on recent sales of similar coins. Remember, patience and proper evaluation are key to getting the best price for your coin. So, If you have a 1990 Washington quarter or any other old coin, don't underestimate its value. That little piece of metal could be your next treasure chest. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share your coin stories in the comments below. Have you found any rare coins? I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching and happy collecting! We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1995 Washington quarter-dollar coins, and why some of these quarters could be worth as much as $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. So, stick around as we uncover the story, the rarity, and how you might be sitting on a fortune. First, let's get some basics out of the way. The 1995 Washington quarter is a very common coin. Millions were minted at the Denver Mint, which is why you see the D Mint mark on the coin's face. Typically, these quarters are worth 25 cents. However, there's a special twist that makes some of these coins incredibly valuable. Normally, the Mint produces coins in huge numbers, and most have no particular collector value beyond face value or small premiums. But every now and then, mint errors or very limited production runs create coins that are rare and highly sought after. For the 1995 D quarter, the value spike comes from a minting error. There are a handful of quarters from this year and mint mark that have an unusual double die error or die clash, meaning the design elements appear doubled or misaligned, which is a rare mistake during production. These errors might look like a simple flaw, but collectors and investors pay big money for these kinds of coins. Why? Because rarity drives value. When only a few error coins exist and collectors want them, the price goes up, sometimes way up. So how does this relate to the $1.5 million valuation? Well, a few of these error quarters, especially those in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded by experts as MS70 or Proof 70, have sold at auction for hundreds of thousands, sometimes reaching over $1 million. Condition: is your coin crisp and shiny, with no wear? Grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify this. Mint mark, the D for Denver, is essential. Error type: double die errors, die cracks, or any unusual marks. Provenance: coins with a clear history or auction record can demand higher prices. If you're wondering whether your 1995 D quarter might be worth a fortune, here's a simple way to check. Look closely at the words Liberty and the date on the front of the coin. Do you see any doubling or shadow images? Check the eagle's feathers on the back. Any unusual doubling or extra lines? Compare your coin to images from reputable grading services online. Many collectors will get their coins professionally graded. This is when experts assess the coin's condition and confirm any error. A certified error coin can sell for tens of thousands or more, depending on rarity. So, if you believe you have a valuable 1995 D quarter, what's the best way to sell it? Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Consider having it graded professionally by PCGS or NGC. Sell through trusted channels. This could be a coin auction, a specialized dealer, or a certified marketplace. Remember, not every 1995 D quarter is worth millions. Most are worth 25 cents to a few dollars if they're common. But if you find an error or a coin in perfect condition with a verified grading, your coin could be a rare treasure. To all our viewers aged 30 to 70 who might be holding on to old coins, now is the time to take a closer look. That dusty jar of quarters might just contain your next big payday. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more treasure hunting tips. Drop your questions or coin stories in the comments below. I love hearing from you.